Hi teams, hope you guys are doing well. It's good to be back after a week in Mexico. Fantastic week down there with our team. If you were there Sunday, you heard a little bit about some of what God did and what we were able to do together with Him. And so we're just thankful to be back, be home. So nice. Hope you're having a good week. And it was fun to take little Skyler, our little guy, out for his trick or treating last night. His older brother was sick, so it was just me and Skyler cruising the neighborhood. And so funny, as he's learning new things, he would run down to the houses. And at one of the houses, when I just said, "Hey, just go down there, knock, and then get your candy." So he walks down, rings the doorbell, door opens, and Skyler goes walking inside the house. And I went running down after him, saying, "Skyler, what are you doing?" And the gal was kind of, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, hey, come on in, son." So he was having fun. We had a good time, and it was just nice to be back from Mexico and get to do some family stuff again. Missed my family. A couple quick things on the resources. I want to let you know that there's not a specific kind of here read this week, but what I am doing is opening you up to all of the resources in some ways, and I'll still hit you with different things on certain weeks. But if you have the time and capacity, I would invite you to look at what is a web page for kind of all things small groups. There's different levels with which you can subscribe, but you can always go on there and put something in and search for it. And that's at www.smallgroups.com. This is also in the email, but I would love for you to click on that if you have a specific thing, or just make yourself at home. Look around. It's a great, absolutely great resource. They can send you, if you sign up for it, a weekly update with some hands-on stuff, and it'll be a good opportunity for you to say, "Geez, this is where Nate gets everything he gives us. He's not really that smart," which is true. So anyway, enjoy that. But you'll see that on the email as well. This week, Acts 15. So I know Steve's done some great prep on that, and we're looking forward to the Sunday experience together. And then where we're going in life groups should be great. The Live It Out section then this week will be focused on clarity and simplicity around the gospel. And that, of course, is the Acts 15 question in many ways, or the two questions. Are there things that get added to the gospel so that someone can be saved? And so one of the things we want to ask ourselves is, are we adding anything? Are we making it harder than it should be for people to understand the truth of the gospel and be saved? And then how are we doing? When we open up our mouths, is the message of the gospel that comes out clear, and is it simple? So there's an invitation in the Live It Out section to practice, and so I said, hey, just split up into groups and see what happens. Identify the essentials of the gospel. Invite different people to share, because sometimes what clicks in here, what we might write down, is different when it comes out. But like one of my professors said, you know it when you can say it. And so I would encourage you to, if you can, spend some time in your group saying it. Part of that then too is a massive invitation we have. I think a great opportunity coming up November 18th. We're going to be hosting a Christian growth workshop here at the church. It's a Saturday workshop from 9 to 4. There'll be a lunch break, and it's going to be hosted by some friends out of Evangelism Explosion. They're going to really spend that time helping us develop a tool, develop some language that would be just that, some clarity and simplicity around sharing the gospel, as well as sort of developing some awareness and wisdom with regards to, how do I know when God's working? How do I know when to take the next step with someone? To invite them to evaluate what they know and understand about the gospel. So I'm not shoving something down someone's mouth or their heart, but when the openness is there, I have words to say. I can respond with a clear and simple gospel that makes it as easy as can be for a person to take a step toward Jesus and experience the salvation and life transformation that He offers. So, love for you to talk about that in your groups. The flyers attached to your email, and love for you to be there. I think it'd be a great thing for us as we train ourselves up to be the same kind of disciples that Jesus launched, that changed the world in and throughout Acts. So check that out. November 18th. Love for you. Love for your folks to be involved. Again, thanks for everything you're doing. Love it. Love my little piece in it. And as we approach week 7 here, I think, thanks again for all that you are putting into the life group experience for so many of our people. Have a great week.